We got loops and spheres to spare, and trust me, they're gonna be really good be put to use today. Hello, Trailblazers, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where, well, as you can tell from the intro, we have plenty of loops and spheres to do what I need to do now. Okay, yeah, I'll be honest. Yes, I did use my pack utilities mod. Now it's working to get them into the game. Yeah, no, there are ways in the game to get excess amounts, and I have a way to get them with very little fuss or muss. Plus, I don't know if that glitch has been resolved or not, so... well, not that glitch, but other stuff has been resolved or not, so... Still going? Impressive. I thought that would have been done by now. Yeah, seriously, I've got on my extra screen of deaths I have available the live stream for New Glen's Rocket. We're about... so... fun there. Okay, so what do we need today? Well, we're unlocking that. Which, wait, where the heck is it? Ah, yes, level 7. This is a big, big, big moment for us. Now, yes, this is a mod of the same name, the Alien Artifact Manipulation. And yes, it does exactly what you think it's going to do. I have to spend 10 and 20 of these, which obviously we got plenty. So, two guesses whether or not it has something to say. That would be a no. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. We may be moving, just so you know. I like this place, but something's not sitting right about it for me. I love the sarcophagus. I really, really do. But there's something about it that's just not sitting right for me. I don't know what it is. I may be doing this a little bit different. Oh, okay, good. That's just that. Maybe I'll make it a, garage for this bugger. Ah, I did not get in there on purpose. Alright, so let's get into what this is. I still got some of my Fixmas stuff on board. Let's get rid of it while I'm thinking about it, because at this point, Fixmas is long since over for us. Oh. Well. That's not good. Jeez, jumping much, Zeddy. Yeah, something was shifting in my room. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so we gotta drop in a couple things. Alright. What that did was unlock a couple of very nice components. So I'm just dropping a pair of these right now just to be able to talk about this. These are, in fact... Oh, wait. Yeah, Fixmas is still up and running. I can probably get more of these. I'm not worried about that right now. We got plenty of that stuff as it is. So where... Wait, what? Hold the phone. It's all in here. Okay, that makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. Wait, what? Okay, you put one in, you get 2 loops out. Perfect. And then, of course, I also put nope, 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 nope. That's not what I want you to do. I put 2 loops in here, and I get 4 back. Yes, yes, this is exactly what it means. And that way I'm using, so it's 1 loop and 1 sphere. Nets me 4 loops. So yeah, this is definitely an exploit, but it's at least something that makes it work a little better. This is not the mod I thought I grabbed, but whatever. The other way around, same thing. So that means that this is definitely something we're going to have to build sooner rather than later. And yes, it is definitely for what I want to do with the game. It's necessary. And that's the sad part. It is absolutely necessary. I'm working on a plan for long term and my power needs. And trust me, the power needs are going to be determined partially by what I have available. So, yeah. Don't care. Are we? Good question.
I'm sure this is useful to someone, somewhere.
Wow. Can't blame a guy for at least checking that stuff. I mean, Fixmas is over. Wait. What? I was about to say. I don't care. I'm not. Oh, I have a lot more than I thought I did. Okay, let's clear that, and then we'll move on to this because it is time to definitely be producing a lot more materials than I've been producing because, yeah, I've kind of put stuff off for too long. Aside from that, alright, we'll get over there and we will talk about stuff. Which now brings us right back to here. So it is time we start fixing this entire, well, broken thing that I did by accident the wrong way. Couple of things. Okay, so obviously that's, I don't know what everything I'm doing. Switch back to regular dismantle. Actually switch to blueprint mode. F E R. Boom. Now, here's the thing. Nope. Nope. Not gonna work. So, okay. So, blueprints. Oh, good. We are in the blueprints. So, storage. Where's the storage? Time to finally replace all my storage. We'll start. I really gotta go through all this stuff. Space building. Yep. MK3. Now, I've obviously got a few things I've got to take care of before we get done. Okay, H. Get out. Oh, come on! May seem like a bit of a problem, but yeah, this is actually something I've been dealing with. The buttons are so close together on my keyboard, and the way I'm sit does not help. Thankfully, I'm getting close to fixing that issue. And this is where Infinite Nudge really does help. Absolutely love this mod because this makes it so much easier to line things up on your own. So now, here's the best part. Shift down, and I can actually fully level it without having to worry about all this stuff. And we got everything we need, including all the stuff for making the dimensional depots. I want to start with this first one on purpose. Tell me that had the dimensional electrical on it? Yes, it does. I haven't seen what this... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, what? Oh. Okay. Now, this is something I'm obviously going to be able to upgrade, but I know I've got a few things I've got to fix with this. Because I did make a few mistakes taking care of this. There we go. And I believe Total did make a... There we go. That's what I'm trying to go for. I had things backwards. That was not my intention. Go by. Okay, we got a glitch going. Because I don't know why the planning lines are stuck in place. There we go. That's a nasty glitch. Now, I have still stuff to build up there, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Anyways. Yeah, at least I got plenty of room to walk over here. Alright, so the first thing first. So obviously, these wings are going to be the production area for the low level stuff that I need to have just basically around. I don't need a central storage these days, but you know what? It's worth it. So 2 assemblers is what we need. And I am intentionally setting them up independently over here with plenty of room to add in stuff at a later point. Okay. Now, need one of you. I'm going to put a storage bin on each of these H. Like so. All right. Yeah, this is what I get for not figuring this out first. Now, the reason I only went with the Mark III for that one was because I did not design this correctly. I didn't know what the max was on that one. Time being, let's go straight to one. Right. That's the other thing I just realized. I just pressed the button. Also need a splitter here. Not just a splitter, I'm going to make it a proper smart splitter. Or not. Again, this is what I get for not doing this ahead of time. Now that I see what I'm doing, I now figured it out. I just got it figured out. Alright. 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 So we actually do need splitters straight off. And then we switch this over over to the Mark 4 like I planned on. Set this to straight mode, and boom. Whoa. I'm really making it difficult for myself. Oh, there's a problem. Come on, Zaddy, get things straight. This part's so difficult. There we go. That works. That completes that part. Alright, next. Whoa. Yeah, I just got launched there. I was not intending to do that. Okay, so this one. So Mark 4, put this to the other side. I point this here, around. And since this does not need to be hugely efficient, just to minimize the amount of parts I have out, because, ooh, boy, we're just gonna... Aha! Aha! Slight issue there. I do not like clipping. I don't. I seriously don't. It's not... It doesn't look good. Much better. This, boom, and Shama, don't know. Okay, being another right now. Perfect, 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 perfect. And then we just grab one of these guys, so I can properly put this in here. But we actually go for the Mark 1s on this. I guess I'm leaving up room for all this stuff in the long run. This is one time I don't mind that, so Mark 3, make it a Mark 4, boom. I mean, this is excessive for what we need. We'll do. It is going to be a problem. Okay, then these just connect into the first couple spots, and then I just have a belt highway to get us in here, because all this is literally just, well, connection points, and then I just upgrade stuff as I go. All this is, yep, Mark 3, Mark 4. These are input ones, right? Because I do this. Yep. Now I'm fine with it not being properly. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Now that that's all set up, we now can set this up to Somner sloops on one, Somner sloops on here, and then this is overflow, if my guess is correct. So that means that this needs to be the Sommer sloops. If they did this correctly, boom, 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 perfect, perfect. We now have Sommer sloops being put into these things automatically. Perfect. And then we just replicate this over here. Overflow. So Mercer sphere and Mercer sphere. This has to be Mercer spheres then, and boom. And from there, boom, 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 splits them up perfectly. Oh, and I'm actually about to forget something because boom. Oh, no, actually, wait, no, that's incorrect. I don't need Mercer spheres. I need other stuff. Specifically, these guys. Boom, boom. We don't have power over here yet, so can't exactly. Well, we actually have some. So let's throw these here for a minute, like I planned, and we can actually overclock all this as well. Once I bring power charge over. How much? That's actually a good question now that I'm thinking about it. Because all of this is still unpowered. How much power do we need here? And I know this is going a little bit, this segment's going a little bit long, but I need to know this part first. How much power do we need here? 30 megawatts. I wonder. I mean, I normally do not like doing this right now. As I kind of need some kind of power infrastructure right here. How much power? 30 megawatts. Exactly what I need. Do we have anything? Nothing to put in here. Nothing. Okay. Nope, that does not work. We do have power close by, thankfully, which, yeah, that's another good reason why I have the, oh, that's the other thing. I need to make this a little bit more safe to traverse. I also need a couple of things that I just don't yet have. I have not yet unlocked all the stuff I'm gonna need. This there. Oh my gosh. Did I just have a panic attack here? Alright, so we need to bring power over here as it is. And I might as well make it up high so it's easy to get down. Screw it. This is part of the reason why I still have hack utilities on here other than just when you need parts. Again, I will be collecting all of the stuff from the game at some point, but I don't have the time to really put into what we should be doing. So this powers this up. We have enough. Do that. Oh, whoa, nice. Okay, so that explains a few things. So I will need to charge this thing up, these up. Wait. Damn. I am putting these. This doesn't kill it. I forgot I'd done that. Nice, so... Is this gonna kill my thing? Not yet. And... the 250%. Down. Much better. Now we will continue this until... No, I'm just gonna... So here is the other question. What's my power consumption look like? Okay, not bad. Oh, right. This is where we stand right now, but yeah, that's working perfectly. Whoa, big spike there. Ooh, wow. Nice, nice, nice. It worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. 3.5 before. Wait, what? Please tell me that worked. We know what output. We know what gave an output. So for simplicity's sake, on my part, I am slowing it down for the next one that comes out. A minute. Port softeners. Four sloops. I want to see if this output something reasonable. I want to see if this works. I move on. One, two, three. Yes, 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 yes. It works, it works, it works, it works. 5. Good. I can let this go. That is perfection. Okay. Now that I've just wasted half an hour on all this crap, we can now begin other stuff as I can start building and moving stuff over here. Because that is actually the big thing we need to do today. So, first thing first, let this build up a bit because obviously we kind of need a bit more material to work with. Alright, in order to get the next part of my project done, or whatever it is, we need to actually hit the store real quick. So, let's grab our... I don't have any tickets here. Okay. That's, good thing I grabbed what I did have. So, let's see. We will be doing things one at a time, so... I actually do want to get some customizer stuff, so we will get these, each one. I want to make sure.
Decoration and organization go hand in hand. Fix it HQ custodian, I always say. Use of these customizer features does not guarantee an aesthetically pleasing or user-friendly factory. That's the part that requires knowledge and skill.
Okay, that's what I needed. Now, here's the question. If I get the second one, will it... She will not speak at all. That's good to know. One other thing we need is the... coated concrete. Believe this one is what I'm looking for. I hope so. Yeah, we seriously need that. Okay. Walls, I really don't need those anytime soon. Foundations. Ooh, actually, this is gonna be a good one to get. Any more walls? Okay, nope. Architecture. Nope, that's a nope, that's a nope, that's a nope. We got 5 tickets left. One more and I could get the last piece, so 5. I guess we're going for one more piece in the customizer. Not the grip metal, I'm not ready for that yet. Although... yeah, let's get the grip metal and be done with it. Okay, on to the project. And after a little bit more time, I know I'm back in here. We can take care of something else. I mean, I will have to go and get more materials because I'm pretty sure I don't have everything. So, alien technology. It is time. I'm going to go ahead, aside from, of course, this, because let's just say this guy's not available until we get to tier 9. So, I can get everything else, but this, what the heck is this again? Alien power. Oh, right, I know what that is. So, we can unlock, ooh, there's an issue. Yeah, that's an issue I didn't think about. Oh man, I gotta run back and get those. But yeah, second computers, that's the thing I don't have on hand. I wasn't expecting to have to deal with that right here. Oop zoop technology. Oh, right. I can actually take care of that now too. Okay, so we're gonna unlock a few things before we continue. So I'll go and get what I need to finish all that unlock. In fact, let me just quickly double check. How much do I... Well, I guess... Oh. We're done with with these things. I guess all I need are just a couple of stacks of, Mercer spheres. Alright, be right back. And the computers, of course. So, give me a moment. Okay, quick trip over. Let's get on this, shall we? So, alien technologies. I expect Ada to have a few things to say here, so let's get into it. I certainly think I'm going to have enough for a while. So, wait, what? Of course, I don't grab everything I need, but that's an easy fix. Super easy fix. Though I do gotta be careful about how much I actually use. I really should hook these into the power network so I can at least see how much power we have when we're here. But I gotta watch it. Okay, let's see. Oh, right here, back again. Let's try this again. So,
Manual depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within the window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
ha! Funny. Alright, so next one, yeah, increase the storage first.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
Wow, like arguing with Arachni. Increase. Oh. This is gonna be a while. Oh man, this is gonna be fun because obviously I'm gonna have to speed things up because we don't have enough capacity. We need more. So I gotta increase the capacity. The speed of which this thing absorbs stuff.
Dimensional upload speed increased. Part of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing for more parts to be transferred in a short time frame.
Loop the veins. Use the flow. Make a curve out of a line. Your shallow minds create shallow solutions. Pretty ripples.
Shallow mind? Pretty ripples? I certainly hope that wasn't meant to include me.
Oh man, it's like listening to it's like listening to Edie argue with Arachni Queen. And if you get that reference, oh yeah, there's a reason. Yes, there is a reason for that. Unfortunately, I did not finish that series. Yes, there's an upload of that series in this. Oh, that's what I thought. I ran out of space for this. Unfortunately, that is an issue. Okay. Please tell me I can actually oh, come on. Do I have enough to increase again? No, I do not. Oh, boy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to sit here and wait for that to finish. For enough to upload, because yeah, look at this. I don't have anywhere near enough. I need 2 full stacks. Yeah, this is another reason why I need to upgrade that. Where is my inventory of all that? That is my question, though. Because it is now concerning me. Huh? I know I have... What? Ah, now I see it. 100. Okay, I gotta wait till the 1 full stack comes in. Then we'll be good. You know what? I think I may have to increase the actual speed in which stuff gets uploaded before I increase the capacity. Alright, I'll take care of that. So, if that's the case, what's the amount that I need for the next part? Oh, we can at least do that. So, oh, no, we can't. Well, we're getting close. Actually, we do have what we need for that. Now I can just grab another stack. Partial stack anyways. Grab this, drop it in. There we go.
Dimensional upload speed increased. All of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing several parts to pass through, for free.
The window is beautiful. Have you tried making the door?
I assure you that would be a most unhealthy action for the pioneer to take.
Yet. Yeah, I already know what's coming up soon. Okay. I really should consider getting camera tools. So let's do the math, shall we? And I'm going to use an offsite calculator. I just do not have the patience to constantly add this to stuff, so let us do a math. So 151 plus, please do it with me, 199, 350 total. 199 plus 151 plus, so 103, 803 pieces. Okay, so 803 pieces is what I need to complete this entire thing. I guess I'll wait on the porch here and get all that so we don't have to deal with this inconvenience again. Okay, now that we got all the material, let's finish the tech tree. Well, as much as we can. Increase space.
Dimensional expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains window symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
Oh, I gotta love this.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Okay. That is terrifying to think about. And And that maxes out our storage capacity.
Dimensional expansion finalized to 500%. Despite further efforts, parts could not be broken down further than their elementary particles, nor could the storage become more dense without the particles spontaneously reacting with one another and losing their deconfined state. Yet somehow more matter can now be stored in the same dimension.
We sang our growth song because we like your shallow efforts. Up and down are a shallow illusion, up and down disappear in the deep.
That is very thoughtful, I think. I appreciate the attempts at sharing scientific knowledge, however perhaps we should wait until we have a more optimal way of exchanging data.
Okay, interesting way to put it. So that maxes that out. Let's see how that actually affects. Yeah, that's all good to go. So there's that whole function. Yeah. Modular frames maxed out. Oh crap. I was hoping to see. Ooh. No, I'm gonna need more of these, and I believe we can actually get something else done while we're here as well. So increase the speed. Yet again.
Dimensional upload speed increased. The dimensional shift now no longer cares how complex the components of the original part are, and will save each part as a single collection of particles that can be instanced easily.
Grow shift the body chord flow cycle song of the 5-layered shallow state.
I'm working on it, but are you saying there is another layer? Is it a sensor limitation?
Deepen.
Helpful.
Like I said, the whatever those echoes are sounds like speaks as Arachni would, and honestly, it's lovely to hear this kind of references, even if it's not intentional. Okay, final speed upgrade. And yes, 240 is our limit. So Mark III belts are the highest belt you ever want to hook to one of these guys. Anyways.
Dimensional upload speed increased. Every particle now has encoded potential reconstruction memory for when any part using that particle is recalled, enabling instancing on the fundamental particle level.
You grow shifted the body chord flow cycle song of the 6th layer. Harmonious. Your cycle songs will only deepen the layers.
I'm always working on myself. The time will come.
Yeah, speaking of upload stuff, not what I'm trying to do. Speaking of uploading stuff, I guess I gotta bring up a small little fact. And also, I know you're not gonna hear it right now with the background sound effect, but let's get over to, and we'll be. If you hear a dripping water sound in the background that shouldn't be there, yeah, it's Michigan, and we are in the middle of that deep freeze, and that brings me to the other point I was going to bring. I now have to find yet another video editor. I'm going to just upload these couple of videos with shortcuts and get them set up that way, but unfortunately I have lost CapCut, thanks in part to the fact that things have changed. Oh yeah, and I did add that in there earlier. Thought it looked better. Kinda does. Whoa. So yeah, CapCut is sadly owned by the same thing as TikTok. Same company as TikTok. Which, yeah, that already is a problem for me. So, as it stands, now, with all that upgrade, that was going to do something else, we can now talk about something else. I actually went ahead and redesigned these storage units yet again. So we can get rid of this. Thankfully, I did not completely get rid of everything. And we can go into the base building and grab the right and left. And thankfully... Oh, well, there's a problem. I never put a dimensional depot on that one item. I'm gonna have to run back there and get that done. Bollockses. Okay. Let's get that done. So yeah. But I will say, I'll explain that in a minute. And with that final instruction out of the way, yeah, you can tell I'm starting to get a little miffed about this. Let's do that, go in here. Now make sure I got the right one. Can't tell. Now, I'm gonna be honest right now, I actually did make 2 of these. For a very good reason. Yes, I do. That is the right one. Right. Okay. Yes. Alright, this is the right one. What I'm looking for. Good. I can move this over. Back. And bring it on down to the correct level. Now, just make sure that you see the right spot. Make this a little shorter of a draw, and wait. Okay. Oh, right. It's actually a little bit closer because of the little add-on. And that gets everything. Boom. Yeah, this thing requires an immense amount of materials. So, why did I just build myself a new entire model? Oh, and I've got to actually do a little bit of fixer-uppers on the side here. Details. Because I did, however... Alright. Play mode, activate. So I can't even see what I'm doing. R. F, R. I want default mode, not... Oh, right. So. Where is it? Okay. No. Wow, that's long. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure that one out off camera. Anyways, we can actually take a look at this because yeah, I did do a massive redesign. Oh man, I forgot about that, about the Satisfying. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. Luckily, that's not that difficult. Okay. Nope. Coated it correctly and make sure it looks better. There we go. That gets rid of the Satisfying. So let's take a look at what I've built. And as you can see, it's built in such a way that once I do set it up properly, I'll figure out what's... Whoa! That was weird. Anyways, once I do set it up correctly, we have, of course, this major sushi belt that just brings everything down. Though it will be slightly different because I will have to put some extra storage over here for these guys, as it will be necessary. Oh, there's so we can finally just go ahead and actually build this stuff. Might as well just build it here while we're thinking about it. Build it the right way. Boom, and that allows us to now get spot 4. Down so I can see what I'm doing properly. Out. Oh, come on. Why is this such a problem? Alright, H, control that way. There we go. Sometimes you gotta do things a little bit differently. This, connect the two belts. Really? Really? Oh, that just sets me off. H. 1. I know I'm trying to. Seriously, how is this a problem all of a sudden? Fine. That will work. Wait. Oh, you are joking me. I never hooked that part up. Oh, lovely. Now that's fun. Alright, so I can dump all these in here so I don't have to worry about carrying them anymore. And that is what we need. Because now, as you can see, we are now building these up at a... Oh, right, I'm running out. Wait, what? Hold the phone. Alright, I will fix that, but yeah, basically, are you kidding me? That's a Mark III belt. Kidding me, son. You forgot to. Okay, but you get the general idea. God, they really make. This is the problem with it being such close quarters. Fine, I will fix that, the blueprint off camera, because obviously that was not an intentional course of action to deal with. Actually, wait, what? That's actually no, that's. No, boom. 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 Okay. C. B. And unfortunately, because of how I have this set up, it's got to go underneath and has to connect into the right spot. Can't see. I cannot see. Oh, right. I forgot. I've got an underbelly, so actually put the right thing work properly. There we go. that will max these up. So, with that done, we can now change this to what it should be. Mercer spheres. Select icon. Very nice. And because I actually do want these actually displayed, you can do the new control. Lower it nice and slowly. Turn off straight. Yeah, not letting me do it. Which, honestly, isn't that big of a deal. This actually does do what I need to do, and once complete, it will, in fact, do things quite nicely. Loop and select. So yeah, that's the first two, and the third one is probably just going to be more, is probably going to be where I'm going to put other stuff. Means I can go back here, select this, for loops, for when I want to throw things into the sushi belt, and then of course I make this into spheres. So there we go. That actually completes that. At least it would if I didn't have to do one more thing. I actually want this to be a programmable splitter. What? Oh my bloody god, are you joking me? These are backwards! They're the ones that are supposed to be here, but I've got this backward. Okay, so I gotta fix the blueprints. What a lovely day. Yeah. Oh boy, what a lovely day this has turned out to be. Bit of that. Programmable. So once this is all done, love it when things prove that they are, going to play ball. Seriously, they are. I actually put that in the wrong spot. Best laid plans go into ruin just because of one simple mistake. Please tell me. Okay, we are still producing the correct rate. Good. Which, yeah, I should try this again. Yeah, we'll just make this shards, and this one will be loops. Oh, no. This is actually overflow. Sorry. This will be loops, and then this one we will update it into one of these. If you will let me upgrade it. into one of these. And for good reason. This overflow. This strictly for immersive spheres. And this one strictly for spheres and loops. Though I may actually do this a slightly different still. As well, this section is going to have to be different regardless of how I do this. This section back here is going to have to be different, and I will figure that part out off camera, because this episode is definitely running too long, even by my own preference. So, let's just say I will go and fix this off camera, figure out what needs to be what. This will be switched over to shards, because that is what's going to be stored here. Very nice. This is going to fill up very nicely, because, yeah, look at that. Perfection. This is actually quite necessary. Now, I know someone in the comments is going to say, yes, this is by a mod. Yes, this is exploiting something. But no, this is not something that I cannot. This is definitely something that can be justified within the context of the game. But when I originally set out to do this, this was an item that is able to be duplicated. There is a glitch in the game currently that is not patched, and I don't know if it's been or if it's going to be patched. I'm assuming it's not. The mod simply allows me to make an unlimited number of these. But I am only limiting myself to these two machines for this process. That way I have a limit of how many I can use at once. I have to let things build up. That is the only reason why I'm considering this to be proper. So this will all build up slowly as we go. Oh, freak on. Oh, I'll fix it. Oh my god. I'm getting it just barely. It's like frame perfect. Oh! Okay, screw it. Not gonna. All I'm doing now is just making myself angry. I will fix that off camera, get it up to what it should be, fix the blueprint, and get everything changed over. This is what I really wanted to do. So, I will see you all next time where hopefully I will figure out what the heck I messed up on this blueprint, fix it properly so everything's working correctly, especially once I do build in mass production with these guys too. I will also be changing this around because this is actually not what I'm looking for. So I will figure that out off camera, and I'm still, yeah, no, look at that. This is way too close to what I'm looking for. So that isn't half bad. Anyway, either way, I hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. But until then, keep on blazing them trails. About this entire mess.